M0FXB Hongkaide DM9100 VHF UHF DMR radio. There's new firmware and programming software, so I thought let's update my radio and test out the software as well. So if you look there, the USB cable is just on the left, just there. It's a normal data cable, goes into my PC. Let's look up my COM port number. On your Windows Square, right click, Device Manager. Of course, it's plugged into my PC. And then go down and ports, and you'll see I'm 51, okay, COM 51. So we got the COM port number. This is the software in the background. I managed to download this from here. I'll put the link in the description just here. And if you look at the software, just where it says help here, help about, and it says 1.0127, and we've got the cable connected. Just select your COM port. It can get a bit laggy, but just go program, COM port, just wait for that to come up. Sometimes it takes a good minute. There it is there. And so we're going to go 51, and then I've set the baud rate, click OK, and then you'll find if you don't read the contacts, so go read from radio. Don't select contacts for now, which is or the DMR, the 200,000 contacts. Just click OK, and it reads really well and it writes really well. And I would read and write just to make sure you've got the latest programming software, you know, using with your DM9100. So the next one now, after this loads, and you remember that with any DMR radio, it gets complicated. You're talking channels, zones, talk groups, color codes, slots, and so on and so on. So there's no simple with it. I'm not going to teach you in this video how to do that. You see it's just rebooted there, but you can see the channels there, and then you put the channels, you open up zones and you put the channels you create into zones, and you can also, you know, add talk groups here in contacts. But that's not what this video is about. So let's do the firmware. So to download the firmware, go to my Facebook and just here, click here. Well, there it goes. Right. So DM9100 and it's version 50. Go to your radio and go menu and go across. Turn the right hand knob, this one here. Turn it round until it says device info. Push the knob. And you'll see that I'm running 046, just says it here, 046. Well, the new one is 50. I don't actually know what the updates are, but it's 50. So click that and it will download the little file up to your downloads. So here's the bin file 50, and I'm just going to literally click on it and drag it and put it here on my desktop so I can find it. Now let's get the radio into firmware mode. So what you do, you have to turn it off, leave it connected to the power supply. You have to turn it off, okay? In the normal way, press and hold. Power down. Then you have to turn the power off at the power supply. And then hold down the 3 while turning on the power supply, but not turning on the radio. So we've done that, and we're now in firmware mode. Now go to the other link I provided called the firmware loader, which again is on my Facebook. Click that, and then you'll download and open up the firmware loader, which looks like this. Double click it, double click DM9. We want, it does say 9000 upgrade. Let's just double check. DM9000 and 9100, double click, upgrade X. Yeah, it's the same. They use the same program basically to upgrade. More info, run. So this is our little upgrade file. Now we don't actually have to select COM port apparently. You just leave it at USB. So it's in Chinese, but bear with. So this section here, under where it says COM, we're not going to select COM. You've got this Chinese writing. That's where that base says select file. So we're going to click that, and the file is here. Look, here's the file on my desktop. So we're going to click that, then go to desktop. Okay. And we're going to find that file, DM9100 with the 50. There it is there, D50. Double click, and then to load it onto the radio, which hopefully is in firmware mode. Now remember, if it goes wrong, just do it again, yeah? And then click there. And fingers crossed, that's going to go in. Be patient. Yeah, it did take a minute to start going in, but it's going in, and then it should reboot. And when we look it up, now I don't know what the changes are. All I'm going to know is that we've got the latest firmware. Click OK, and then what it's recommended to turn off the radio at the power supply, then back on, which I'll do now. Now let's just turn it on in the normal way. Yeah, it's still got my name on there. Always worrying when it happens, isn't it? So let's have a look, see if it's on there. Now, I think some people recommend to do a firmware reset. Oh, sorry, a factory reset. Let's just at least see it in there. Menu, and then device info set, and it is at 350. So I have saved, so I might do a factory reset just to make sure. So what I would do before you do any factory reset is program read from radio. Really, you should read the digital contacts, really. That's ticking that box there, which we'll do. I have made a video loading the digital contacts, like so. Save that. So all your channels there, just go File, Save, and save it somewhere because you're going to want it. Save. Yes. Now go back to the radio, and we're going to factory reset it. Sometimes you have to enable this in the settings, so I should have said it before. Go to parameters here, and just make sure you've ticked the box that allows factory reset. It's right at the bottom, look. Reset enable. Mine's already ticked. Okay, write that to the radio, and that will allow you to now do this. So we're going to go menu, turn to the right, factory reset, press yes, and it does it. So then it's gone back to the original color now. Very nice. And so what I'm going to do is write back to the radio. Oh, made it tiny. So we go program, write to radio, and click OK. Now on the Facebook page, there is a new contacts list on there. I might have a go at putting that on now. But anyway, the radio is written back, and you'll see now. Did it upside down. There goes Mazzy. So back at the Facebook page, if you go to files, you'll see that someone has loaded the CSV. There's a couple of choices, but here's one here, DM9100. Hongkaide, click it, it goes up, and you'll see within that there's a CSV file that you can see here. Again, just put it somewhere where you can find it. So we've got the file. We're going to go where is it? No, down here, digital contacts, just here. Double click. You get a new window open. This one here. Then we're going to go import and select that file that we put on my desktop. CSV. Make sure you do the right one. That one says Hongkaide. It takes a minute to sort of load them into that software. I'll give that a minute to load. And we've got a message there, import complete, click OK. Then we're going to write to the radio file, write to radio, but this time we have to tick the contacts and click OK. So it's going to take longer. It starts off fast, but then it will go slow while it loads all those contacts up. And hopefully that's going to give you all your DMR contacts. So that's it for now. I'm also going to upgrade the firmware and the CPS on the other model I've got, which is the D9000. Thanks loads. Hope this helps you just update everything. I mean, it's a fantastic little device. It's very, very compact. You know, you can hold it in one hand. I believe it's 20 watts, and it does VHF view. It's got a lovely screen which changes color, green and blue. So thanks for watching my channel. Catch you on air. Bye for now. All the best.